What's up everybody and welcome back to an Idiot's Road to Glory, where we are still dying because it is literally like 10 minutes after the end of filming the last episode, and as in the last episode where I said comment of the day isn't really a thing when I'm batch recording episodes, unfortunately there won't be any comment of the day, but we're going to carry on our journey of bringing you guys back up to speed and filling in the Christmas story, as it were, where we started off with another one. Like I was saying in the last episode, there's quite a few of these. Basically free Bruyne SBCs, so you had to, with this one, stick in a red card and like a crappy rated squad, and I used mostly untradables as you've seen, and just like Fairstone and junk as I was flicking through it there. I think I used all untradables and Fairstone and junk. I don't think I bought a player to do this squad, and got myself an 85 rated Bruyne Substitute, which is pretty cool. Basically for free, so you can't really complain too much about that. I mean, you never need a Bruyne card for an SBC, so he basically just has the value of an 85 rated goalie, which I think is Alisson's about 11k or something like that, so it's 11k for free. It's a pretty cool card. It's Bruyne. He looks half decent. I'm always just going to take it. You can't say no to that, can you? It's free stuff. It's not very often EA gives you free stuff, so we're just going to jump on in and grab it with both hands. And I did that pretty much straight out. But in this episode, we're actually going to get two huge Bruyne signings. Now, I appreciate that at the point of you guys seeing this, if I check my schedule, it's going to be like a week or so into January, which is a little bit out of sorts, but like I said in the last one, A, couldn't really play FIFA because I ruined my finger. B, as you can probably hear, I'm quite a bit sick as well, so we've been having a bit of a mare with that. But anyway, we're opening some of our jumbo packs, our 15k packs, our pre-order packs. We've probably got a couple more of these just sitting on my console. I literally haven't been on FIFA for ages because I just haven't been able to play or really do anything, and then when it started to get better now, like I can kind of move my finger about and stuff like that, I'm now sick and I've absolutely no desire to sit and play FUT Champs or anything like that. So this is from quite a while ago. We've probably got some more chill on our account. We do at some point, but I think what we're going to do actually, we're going to come back and when I come back and it's Team of the Year, I'm going to open all of the packs. I've got like 2 weeks worth of FUT Champs rewards and stuff like that to do, which is pretty nuts. So I mean, one of the weeks I was like Silver 1, but we still got rank 3 in Div Rivals, so we've got like some 50k packs and stuff during Team of the Year, so that's going to be pretty good fun. We're getting absolutely crap all here in these 15k packs. We'll have a couple more of them. We'll have double the amount of FUT Champs, even though one of them still won, and we'll have double the amount of Div Rivals. So we're going to have a pretty decent pack opening when we do come back the first thing, like back actually in regular time. And I mean, hopefully by then my pack luck is picked up. And anyway, I did say you could see you guys in the last one. I'm not going to show you all of the investing. I'm just going to very quickly show you this one because I did a bit of flash investing when an SBC came out, and I kind of made some coins on it, to be honest with you. Like, I was picking up Mertenses for, some of them for 31k, some of them for like 34, selling one for about 36, so we're doing alright, we're making a bit of coins, and the reason for it was this. Bruyne Kevin De Bruyne, the best player I have used on this game. He is absolutely ridiculous. As you can see, we've got a squad set up to complete this card, and now a lot of you guys are probably going to say that I'm absolutely mental, and a lot of you guys on the last episode, I'm sure, I'm just assuming because you guys are always so nice, we're very sympathetic about the fact that I can't grab a controller because of my finger, and the fact that I'm sick, and we're trying to get content out for you guys and stuff. I'm sure you're all absolutely lovely about it because you're always really, really nice. However, on this one, I'm sure quite a lot of you guys are going to call me crazy because as I flick through these cards now, you will see that we spent a crap ton doing this SBC. That Hummels is 75k. What's worse is because this is so, I mean, like just far along in time when I'm finally showing you guys it, because this was recorded, I took my PlayStation home to my mum's, and I believe this came out on Christmas Eve. Was it Christmas? Was it the day before Christmas Eve? I can't remember, but I was playing a bit of FIFA, and I had my Elgato there. I didn't take my camera or anything like that to record it. For like 70k for Chiellini. Like, if I check the price of Chiellini now, when I'm recording it, this is going to be, he's 56k. When you guys see this, he's probably going to be about 45 because of the Team of the Year market crash, which is pretty nuts. In for one matter, 43,000 coins it cost me to buy him to be able to do this SBC. He is currently going for 45. Okay, because I've really traded them in. Alright, that makes sense. He's not coming out of packs anymore. David Silva, 67k. David Silva at the moment is 49. It's basically cost me a crap ton. And also, we traded in a couple of untradables. This Tony Cruz, you know what? I actually thought he was really good. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed him. He was a nice little card to use, but he wasn't in my team anymore. He's not that much. He is quite a bit better than normal Cruz, but not really. Not much better than the UCL one, which you can just buy. And then we also had an untradable UCL Pareo, who you don't really seem to need UCL cards in high rate. I was thinking maybe for some of the Bruyne SBCs, it'd be like Instead of this one being loads of informs and a high rated, I thought they might do one where it's like loads of UCL cards and high rated. Nah, they just didn't. They used Scream cards a couple of times. They used one to watches. They used Team of the Weeks, but there was no need for the blue ones, and I doubt there ever will be. So I just traded them in and just knocked some of the price off. I think to do this SBC was about 550, 600k, something like that. Maybe a little bit less than that, maybe about 500k. I managed to do it, if you add up all them prices, I believe it was about 400 to 450k. So I think I got it, because I used De Bruyne and Pereira, I've got it about 100 to 120k cheaper, I believe. Still an absolute crap load of coins, but I just couldn't not. What I realised, and what I've realised a lot more recently, is that, especially with playing some of the games and playing Pokemon, games should just be fun. You shouldn't not do something because... I don't know what the right way to put this is without sounding stupid, but the fact that I had like 1 million coins sitting there and I wasn't really doing anything with it, and I was just constantly investing in it and trying to grind over cards, and then this sick, footmost, amazing looking 93 rated De Bruyne comes out, and I was like, do you know what? What's the point of sitting there and keeping all the 400k saving for a rainy day on foot for something to come out when you can just do a fun SBC? And you know what? I took a bit of a risk and it's paid off massively, because this is the best card I have used all year. He's probably going to get a Team of the Year. He's probably going to cost about 2 mil, if not more. I would just buy him anyway if you guys can afford him. But basically, also what I'm getting at is, we need to show you this, because we had 2 signings in this, another sick one. I tweeted out, I've only got a Twitter picture of this, and I did it. Should I trade in that team for a Footmist Thiago Silva? You guys all said yes. So I went and bloody did it, and we've got ourselves a Footmist Thiago Silva to go with our Footmist Kevin De Bruyne. This episode's gone mental. That one cost me, I think, about 40k, if that. Plus my untradeable blue Thiago Silva, but we've now got an untradeable red Footmist Thiago Silva. So my team's looking sick. This is what I mean, like, even just talking about this, it's so much more fun. Having them 2 cards is so much more fun than having 450k. I don't care what anyone says. I did it with Pato. Pato turned out to be crap, but I didn't even mind because it was just fun to try him out. Yeah, he didn't work out. It happens. But if he had of, also, that example of a team there, how good did that look? We might have to do that at some point. At the moment, we've just been rocking with our usual sort of... I don't even know what you'd call it. It's basically a Brazil team, to be honest. But it's like Szczesny and then Alexandro and Chiellini into the Brazilians. It's still basically a Brazil team in it. Van Aanholt into Ederson into Van Dijk, with bringing in Fernandinho to get the strong link to Kevin De Bruyne. In the next episode, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about where we can take this team and what we can do with it and different ways to shake it up and spice it up. But basically what we've done is we're going to play... I was having nightmares, and we talked about it in the last episode with finding a decent striker. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Firmino striker, and we're going to put that Kevin De Bruyne at camp. So that was the genius thing. Before I had Gareth Bale as me proclaiming him as one of the best strikers on this game, and he is. I was also proclaiming Roberto Firmino as one of the best strikers on this game, and he is. So now we've got his Footmist one. We're going to give him a well up front. He's going to play up front, and De Bruyne is going to play cam, and it was a magical decision. It works so well for me, just for my playstyle, because of the way I pass it around. This guy had a crazy team, like you just see Cristiano Ronaldo and stuff like that there, but we went to town on him from the very, very start. Firmino, round the corner, to Footmist De Bruyne in the 2nd minute of his debut. There we go, that's 1-0. It took him literally 2 minutes to score for us. He's so good. He's actually unreal. Like, you guys are going to see his stats for me in a second. I really, really enjoy using him. This guy was decent at FIFA. This was in Div Rivals. I believe we were trying to qualify for the next week of FUT Champs, because we only came Silver 1 the week before, because I couldn't be bothered to actually play it on my mum's like dodgy connection and stuff like that. But 5 minutes, 2-0. Firmino scored. They both scored. The 2 Footmist boys banging in the goals, and we're absolutely laughing now. I needed this win. This was the last win that I needed, I believe, to get myself qualified for FUT Champs. So I was playing very sweaty, as you can see there, holding the ball with my goalie, waiting for a guaranteed pass out and stuff like that. Just trying to knock it down the line. I don't really like playing Division Rivals, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was literally only playing it because I needed tokens, because I think, no, I must have finished Silver 2. But we actually, look at this, we actually scored a really, really nice goal, I think, here. It's cutting inside the name out. Oh no, we just whipped it across. I'm thinking of a different goal. But anyway, Firmino scores again. He's up front, he's banging goals. We're 3-0 up in the 16th minute against that mental team, and he bloody rage quit. So that was sick. So that meant I believe, was qualified for FUT Champs, which is what I wanted, which is why I was sweating my life off. I mean, I would say dominated, but the game was in like 15 minutes in, so we scored 3 times. So there isn't much of a time left for this guy to have the ball. There we go. That is us qualifying for the next week of FUT Champs. I'll show you guys how we got on in that in the next video. But first, what I wanted to try and do was unlock that Joseph Martinez to get another 6 signing for our club in this episode. So I just built a silver team. It was only single matches, only online single matches. I just built a silver team out of the stuff that I had in my club. Some untradables, some investments for the Premier League SBC, some just random stuff that I got in packs that I had never bothered to sell because it's not really worth anything. My best player was probably, I think, is that Bobby Reed? I think it is. You got Phil Foden at centre attacking mid, and we've just got a properly crap silver team, to be honest with you. And we're going to jump into a online single match. And I was excited. A lot of people would be saying to me, "Oh, this is so fun. It's spiced up FIFA. It's made it so fun." How is that fun? Come on. Come on. He's got a full silver team with an attribute card on every single player. I mean, I can understand if you've got a good silver team. I can understand maybe this objective was for you, and it was fun to like spice up FIFA and use some different players and stuff like that. Me, with my crappy little bog standard, really bad silver players who can barely control the ball, and I mean, look, we're 2-0 down. Look at that. I didn't even want to show you guys the highlights of it. It was so bad. I was just like, nah. That was the first game, and I was just like, nah, I'm out. I can't be bothered with that. My players can't even dribble. And this, I mean, look how sweaty this guy was playing. It was so annoying. You know, I mean, he's not in an online single match because he was doing it for the Martinez, but Jesus wept. Yeah. Not for me. Not for me at all. I appreciate the sentiment from EA, and it's fun that they're getting us to use different players, and they definitely should do that in the future. And they did it better this time because there was that other one, wasn't there? For I can't remember who it was for, but everyone was subbing on like Ronaldo and you had to start with MLS players. Wait, am I thinking of? Oh, this is for Santi Cazorla. I'm thinking of okay. The Martinez one was the stupid one where you had to start with MLS players in your team, but they didn't say the whole starting 11 and subs, just 11. So everyone just subbed on Cristiano Ronaldo and Hullet and stuff, which is proper stupid. And in this one, you had to play with silver players to unlock Footman Santi Cazorla. Sorry, I got totally confused. I probably should have done the Martinez one. I was thinking to myself, why did I not carry on? Because he was actually really good. It's because I wasn't actually that bothered about Santi Cazorla. They almost got it because you had to have a full silver team, including subs. But you could use attribute cards, so yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. It doesn't really matter. It was for Santi Cazorla. I don't actually really care. We just jumped into another game and carried on testing out our De Bruyne instead. And we came up against this guy who he actually had that Cruz that we just traded in. Pretty decent team, to be honest. He's got that upgradable tar. He's got Giovanni foot swap. He's got the SBC for Gnabry and stuff like that. A really, really nice squad. But unfortunately for him, we've got Kevin De Bruyne. So he's getting smashed. Basically is what's going to happen because it's just ridiculous. De Bruyne into Firmino, turns round the corner into De Bruyne. There you go. 7 minutes. He scored again. He's actually stupid. And the link up with Firmino, I was in the middle. I think I interrupted myself. I was in the middle of saying, the way I play, it just works so well having basically two cams because passing is so important to me. One of the things that annoyed me about Pato the most is the fact that he just can't pass. Gabriel Jesus was the same. He just can't really pass. Firmino is basically a cam. He's got like 90 vision and 90 passing. 90 short passing, and he's just ridiculous. He's so good on the ball. He gives it into De Bruyne. De Bruyne turns. De Bruyne scores. It's 2-0 in the 16th minute. Kevin De Bruyne has scored twice. Honestly, I mean, there's no point in me saying, you know, go and get him. He's so good. You can't get him. He's out of the SBC's gone. You should have got him because he's absolutely sick. But this guy was fuming. He was triggered. It's 3-0 in the 22nd minute, and this guy is rage quitting as well. So De Bruyne was absolutely ending lives. I'm going to finish this episode off by showing you the first 10 games I played with him, where he got 10 goals and 2 assists. He's so good. I absolutely love him. So I'm very glad that I did that SBC. It's always a risk. It was a risk with Pato. It didn't pay off. It was a risk with Firmino. It wasn't a risk with Firmino because I know I love Firmino, and you can see there 20 goals and assists in 19 games. And it was a risk with De Bruyne, but it paid off. He's absolutely quality, and I think he is probably my favourite player on this whole game now. The best player that I have used. And I absolutely love him. We've got one more episode then of catch up, and then we're done. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We love De Bruyne. We love Firmino. We're almost back to live, and I can show you guys and talk to you guys properly through the team. That was what I got up to. Re-qualifying for FUT Champs and doing some SBCs and changing my team and stuff like that. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how I got in the FUT Champs, and then I'm going to show you guys some potential, like I said, ways to change this team without to bring new players in, and I've already kind of showed you one with the Van Dijk and the Van Aanholt and stuff, which could be pretty bloody cool. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have enjoyed it and get just quick episodes, not as long as usual, but just getting you guys caught up. So I'll see you guys soon for the final one.